I wasn't in the best frame of mind for this trip. I was trying to get excited. I really was. But yeah, it was a lot.
So wait, so all of this, okay, so when you say arguing with Duffy, so this was on the front end at this point. This arguing with Duffy
on the
was
platform.
on the front end?
On the platform it was.
So did Miss Nitra have anything to say about it at all at this point?
No, not. It was
It's either yes or no. Listen, it's either yes or no.
No, she really, she was staying neutral. She was staying out of that.
And so what did Duffy have to do with this? Because it was his wife, it was T-Money and your son's money. And I mean, where did Duffy come in at with the conversation?
Well, I don't know if you know or not, Queen, but you probably do. I had a discussion on Diamond's Live about the fruit roll-up. It was a bunch of us talking about toys and stuff like that, and I mentioned about the fruit roll-up, and Duffy called me a freak and said he really didn't want to be around me, that I was something about me he didn't like. He said a lot of hurtful things.
Time out.
Yeah.
Time out. So you, a grown woman, having a discussion in an open place. Now, he typically, was he over in Diamond's Live?
I don't think so. I think it was recorded and they got a portion of it and they ran with it.
Okay, so either he saw, however it happened, he saw the tape, he saw the video, he saw the recording, he saw the vlog, he saw it.
He basically judged me. He basically judged me, and being that I'm an older woman, I shouldn't talk like that. I shouldn't have that type of conversation openly. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna be honest.
Wow. Hold up. My brother just spoke. Coach, are you serious?
But
that explains everything.
Okay, wait.
That explains everything then. Because I have confided with Glam about a lot of things. Some of them is things that I've gone through in my childhood, my early adulthood, things like that. I looked at Glam like a friend. So I be damned.
Okay. Let's okay. I heard you, Coach, but it's not mad.
That was deep. That was a humdinger right there.
Let me tell you something. I got 5 daughters and some sisters. My sisters get into it, and when my daughters get into it, and I'm gonna be honest, when both husbands are around, they don't get involved. It's something about certain men that don't want to be involved in female stuff because it can be complicated. And not only that, they even know that females talk too much, including their significant others or their sister or their mother or their whoever. So they say, I'm not getting into it. My son does it. When my daughters get into it, listen, he leaves the chat, he leaves the group, he say, I'm out. So I'm gonna tell y'all, like, all this man getting into female stuff, now let's get to it. So you had a fruit roll-up conversation, and I'm gonna be honest, I heard the jokes about it. I'd never heard your conversation and what you said, but I put 2 and 2 together about some freaky shit with a fruit roll-up. I don't always go back to find stuff because some stuff is not as important to me, right? Right. Okay. Right. And so okay, so you said some freaky stuff. You're a woman. And he has a problem with your freaky shit?
Yeah.
What kind of man? What? I don't know no man that got a problem with somebody's freaky shit now. I'm going to tell y'all right now. Flag on the play. on the play.
He, I guess he looked at it like I'm not supposed to have that side of me.
What? I don't care. That's strange. And if he had an issue, why not say something privately? Why be all out and being disrespectful about it?
That's why I felt like I might have reminded him of somebody from his past, his family, or somebody he grew up with, or whatever, and he just pictured me to be like that. And then when he heard that what I said on the diamond, he automatically judged me. He judged me as I'm not supposed to think like that, and that's what was crazy to me. Yeah,
that's strange. I'm sorry, that's strange.
Yeah.
Crap, y'all. That what y'all said in the comments. She remind him of his mother. So mom getting busy. Mom had him. So he know what his mom did in the bedroom. Y'all don't know what y'all mom and dad be doing in the bedroom. That's crazy. Let's move on. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Y'all, you all on here saying some real immature stuff for real. It's okay. So, okay. So let me say this. Okay, if my husband came to me at a party and said she was something, she's 60 and she talking about some fruit roll ups on the whatever, I'll be looking at him like, nigga, you probably want to try. Said they wasn't coming at all.
No, they never said they wasn't coming. They just didn't show up. Okay. They kept giving me the goose chase, making me think that they round the corner. No, they made it. Yeah, I would call and they wasn't talking to me directly. They kept texting me, and then I got in my car because I know my house is not hard to find. My house is a corner lot, and so I got in my car and I rode all the way around this area.
I'm getting emotional, y'all. And this messed up, y'all.
And I did not see their car. And then finally, some of the FOE called me and told me, stop looking. Hey, we're going to see if we can get you on a flight. And then I called my son and I said, I've already packed my bag. It would take me time to go get a luggage, to pack it to one bag or whatever.
Right.
My son was not working from home that day, so he wasn't even at home. His wife wasn't at home. So even if they gave me a loaner, a suitcase, I would have to wait for them to get, you know what I'm saying? It was just too much. And then I said to my son, I said, can you send me some money to so I can pay for the luggage, because I didn't want to touch the money that I had on me for spending money on my card. You understand what I'm saying? I didn't want to dip in that. So my son was furious at me. He blessed me out because he said I had a year to plan this trip. I should have never relied on a stranger or people I don't know, and I should have got a flight to Orlando. And he was right. He was telling me the truth. And so I just called back to some of the FOE and I told them I'm going to drive. They was very opposing it. They did not recommend it. They did not want me to do it. And I said, God got me. I'm going in faith. And I gassed up and I hit the highway. Yep. That's what I did.
So Miss Touch, so you was about to take a ride. Help me out with somebody that you didn't even know who they were. You just knew their name.
Mm-hmm.
So you knew their name.
The name that they gave me.
The name that they.
And they told me to glam contacted them, and they felt bad, and they said, okay, I'll offer her a ride. And they reached out to me on TikTok. And then I exchanged numbers, and we texted, and she told me she was an RN, and that she worked 12-hour shifts and all of this stuff.
And what was her name? You don't want to give it?
Mercedes Taylor. Oh, no, Thomas. No, Mercedes Thomas.
Mercedes
that was the
Thomas.
name they
Y'all
were
know
giving.
Mercedes Thomas?
Oh, she done changed her name since then, Queen.
Oh. Okay. All right, let's move on. So you drove. How many stops did you make?
On there 2 times.
Girl, go ahead. You got a strong bladder and everything, girl. Go ahead now. They talk about I believe Miss Touch go whoop somebody's butt. Child, ain't nothing wrong with her. So you only stopped twice for an 8-hour drive, right?
Yeah, I gassed up in Atlanta, and then I gassed up again when I got to the Florida line.
Thank you guys for the gifts. Thank you all for tapping. Now, hold on. So, Miss,
and I never let my tank get empty. I always do like a half.
So your car good on
tank.
gas.
Yeah. So then
Did you stop and get something to eat?
I munched on some snacks and stuff.
Oh, you had
not
your
no
little
real
car
food.
snacks with you?
Yeah, not no real food. Yeah.
Did you talk on the phone while you were?
No, my phone was unalive.
You didn't have a car charger?
I did, but it was I was going through it, girl. It was
oh my God, yeah. Oh my God, y'all, this is woo. So wait, I remember Mrs. Nietzsche saying, oh, this is interesting, because I remember Ms. Nietzsche's video. She said that she kept in touch and made sure you had gas, made sure you was on the road. She said she was the only one that was calling you, and you. So is that true or not?
She wasn't the only one, but I couldn't talk to everybody. I only talked to Nitra. Yeah.
Wait a minute, which one? Okay, so did you have a phone or not, Miss Touch?
I had my phone, but my phone was charging, but it was charging very slowly. So to save my GPS and all of that, I turned my phone off so I wouldn't have to talk a lot to eat up my battery.
So you did get a call from Ms. Nitra?
Yeah, but that was almost when I almost made it there. I was almost in Orlando when I talked with her.
So she only called you once?
Yeah. I think so, yeah. I think she only called me once, but she texted me a couple of times.
So then she called you at the end of your trip?
I was almost there. I was almost in Orlando when I spoke with her.
Okay, so she said she was making sure you had gas and all of that. Okay, Ms. Nitra, girl, you be saying some stuff.
Because my phone, like I said, it was not doing like I wanted it to do. And I asked the guy to give me a idea of how to get to Orlando. You know, the highway that I need to connect with and everything. So I'm pretty good with that because my grandfather, growing up, I grew up in the church. We traveled a lot, and my grandfather taught me how to read a map and stuff like
Was it good?
I was tired. I was tired.
Okay.
And I had a little discomfort, but it wasn't nothing for me to really complain about.
Right. Little something slight. So okay, yeah. so you guys went to a hotel and then you all went on the cruise. So y'all had a night over, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so did you stay in the room by yourself?
No.
Who stayed in that room with you?
I stayed in the room with T-Money.
Oh, at the hotel. So T-Money was in the rooms, in your hotel room and your...
On the cruise. She offered me to stay in her room. I didn't ask. She offered. After Princess
so she paid
canceled...
for this room. paid for this room?
When Princess canceled, right? And I had to, I'm going to Orlando. I got to stay overnight. That's when T called me and offered me to stay in her room, and I did give her something. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So someone canceled. So is the person that canceled was the same person that's supposed to roll with you?
Say that again. Ask me
so
that
the
again.
Person that canceled was the person that was supposed to roll with you to bring you there? Or that was somebody else you supposed to had stayed with at the hotel?
Originally, I was supposed to be going with Princess, and I was going to stay with her in Orlando. But on the cruise, she had a roommate. I didn't have to stay in the room with her because I already had a room for the cruise.
So did Princess make the cruise?
Yes, she did.
And she was at the hotel?
Yeah. When she canceled, she sent me my money immediately back. There was no hesitation or anything like that.
So why did she cancel with you?
Huh?
Why did she cancel with you if she stayed at the hotel?
She felt led. She was upset with me. She was upset because I told Tracy and people that was on that particular panel what she said. She said that if she called me, I was on my way to work one day, and she called me and told me if I go over to Tracy's live that Nisha was not gonna fuck with her if we go over there. She got mad because I wanted her to own up to what she said to me, and instead she tried to make it look like she didn't say that. She didn't say that, but she did.
So why you snitching though? Why you telling on Princess?
It wasn't snitching. It was Tracy was talking to me, and she was saying about how I was not communicating with her. I wasn't calling her for any assistance for the cruise, and that was my explanation. That was my answer to her why I wasn't really communicating with her.
Whew, child, y'all. Oof, child. Okay, so let's move on. Let's begin the story. We doing good, y'all. We doing good. Okay, so
It was all right.
Okay, so I remember seeing Manny there at the meetup. How was the meetup? How was you received once you got there? Let me go back a little bit, just a tad. How was you received once you pulled up at the hotel, parked and everything? People were there.
A lot of people was stunned. Yeah.
A lot of people was what? They were
stunned. They were stunned.
Oh, as if they were surprised you made it?
Yeah.
Oh, child. Ooh. So, okay, so give me stunned. Like, so you saw look like eyes big, or like what was stunned? Like, give me an example of why you said the people.
Oh, you made it. Oh my goodness, you really made it like that.
Miss Touch know what's going on. Y'all got Miss Touch messed up. Yeah, Miss Light's mom. You like it? I'm looking cute. And this the wig I had bought for Manny. That I did. He can have all those people. I got a message for Manny though, y'all. I got a message for Manny, so stay tuned. I got a message for him. Okay, so
This is taking a little too long, girl. You know I want to start my own live. These questions you got.
Well, okay, so okay,
take too long.
So you can start. So what time you want to start your live?
I wanted to start it an hour and a half ago, but I'm all good. I thought you said it was gonna be quick and snappy.
Well, we moving along. You don't see me dragging stuff though, right? And people not up here, so that's what I meant. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're not going to spend a whole hour on one question.
Hold on, let me see. Somebody just sent me a message. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see what this is.
What they saying, Miss Touch? What they saying?
Hold on.
Don't leave, because we about to get down to the nitty gritty, girl. They don't want you to tell it, because you know I'm a clock in. I will, y'all. I got this. I'm hearing. I got this. I got this. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you guys for helping me reach my goal. Thank you so much. I hope you guys are enjoying it. Again, the good, the bad, and the ugly, everybody can get it over here. Nobody is off limits. Creators going to be found guilty if they're guilty. Creators going to be found shady if they're shady. This is how we get down over here.
Liz, you know I love you, but why are you saying I know you fucking lying? You know I ain't lying about nothing, girl. Stop it.
Okay. Nitra. When you pulled up, like when you got to the hotel, when did you see Mrs. Nitra?
Friday morning, I believe.
When did you get there?
I got there Thursday night. I didn't run into Nitra until Friday morning.
Okay, and how did she receive you when you saw her?
She was happy. But I called her and let her know that I made it to Orlando that night.
Okay.
And I had to talk to her sister because she was busy. You know, wherever they were at, it was loud, and she said she couldn't really hear what I was saying. So I talked to her sister. But I let her know that I was there. I didn't want to get there and not have her worried about me, because I said I would be there by 8, and I got there around 9 or so.
You all
Friday we went to the chip, not Thursday night.
right, okay. So y'all went, and so how did you all took a bus, right?
Yeah.
How was the bus trip?
Fine. It was nice.
Okay.
We had fun.
So was you in a good mood at this point?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
so at what point you started being in a good mood?
Once I got to Orlando.
I know. Okay, so you got through all. Okay. So you was. All right. So tell us about that moment once you and T Money got into the room. What was that like? That first initial setup in the room. Y'all went into the room. What was that vibe like?
I didn't get in the room at the same time.
Who was in the room first?
Me.
Okay. All right. So you was there first. Okay. And so she came. Was you there when she first came into the room?
I don't remember, Queen.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. And so what was that like though? What was the vibe like when y'all saw each other initially?
You know what? Let me, because I like to be honest and very transparent. I was setting up I was putting my clothes up and stuff like that, and organizing stuff in the room. And when she came in, it was a good energy. Nothing was negative at all.
So this was Friday. So, okay, so you all are getting ready for the meetup. So did y'all meet up at a certain location on the cruise once y'all got settled in?
No, I wanted to get something to eat because, I was starving by that time.
Mm-hmm.
So I went and got me something to eat, and I sat by the window to watch the water and the wave and whatever, because the boat was starting to move. hmm That's what I was enjoying.
Okay, so you ate by yourself?
hmm
Okay.
hmm
So around what time was that?
So I went to this other area, and I didn't really like that area, so I moved to another table, and I was sitting there by myself, and then people started coming over from FOE and sat with me.
Okay, so okay.
Mm.
All right. And
Yeah.
so how was that? Everybody was cool, having a good time, happy to be on the
Yeah,
cruise
yeah, yeah. It was more like
evening or
I wasn't. I wasn't making plans with nobody.
okay. So why did you say it like that? Was you so you was feeling good, so you turned it to not feeling good again?
No, I was feeling good. I'm a loner. I could do stuff by myself. I
I
don't
understand
need a
that.
crowd. I don't need a crowd to go and do something that I want to do for me. Create a narrative.
Okay.
I'm really, I'm really, I'm in between an introvert and an extrovert.
Okay, that
Meaning,
can happen.
I could be to myself, and and I'm a leader in certain things, business wide. I dance by myself. Yes.
Okay, so you up there dancing. Boop, boop, boop. And so, I mean, was it like a packed dance floor, a medium dance floor, or empty dance floor?
It was kind of scattered. I say that scattered, like a scattered. Yeah. Because there was some people dancing, then they get off, and then it was like that. It was kind of.
Okay, so you up there dancing, and you up there getting. Now you know how you dancing and you moving around. Was you looking at the crowd like you could see Miss Nietzsche standing in one place, Quay over there? Like, did
No,
you see
no,
where
I was
everybody
no,
was going
no,
as
I
you was
would
getting it?
no, no, I was in my own element. I'm gonna keep it
Okay,
real. I was in my own element when Coco and Quay and Tiffany came on the dance floor and danced with me. I was happy to see them, but I was in my own element. Yeah.
okay, so the girls came up and y'all did a little group dance thing. Okay, that was cute. That was cute. Okay, so you dancing, and so at what point did this Cinderella come and dance with you?
I don't know.
All right, so you don't know. I get it. So what you messing up off your one drink?
It was like, Queen, you asking me questions like I was sitting there
Wait,
looking
hold
at
on.
my watch or
So you
something.
drunk off
I
of
don't
one
know.
drink, one margarita?
Huh?
You drunk off of one margarita?
No, you're asking me questions that don't make sense. It ain't
No,
like I
they
look
do
at the
make
damn
sense. I'm
watch and
saying,
say,
when did
oh,
the
it's
guy
what
come
time
up
it
to you and
is.
dance? So no, okay, so you might not know, but I'm saying, so the guy
I was
eventually came up
tipsy.
to you and danced.
But I had been up on the dance floor, I know, a good 30 minutes, if not more. I don't
And you
know.
only had one drink.
Right.
Okay, so you had a little buzz. So okay, so forget the time. The guy came up to you to dance with you, correct?
Yeah, come on, girl. Hurry up now. You know I love you.
Okay,
Come on.
okay, so the guy came up to dance with you. Did he ask to dance, or he just came up and just started dancing?
He grabbed my hand.
Okay, was he cute?
Oh, yeah, he's very handsome.
Was he young or about your age or what?
He young. He young.
Ooh, was he fine, Miss Touch?
Yeah.
Ooh. Now I'm about to ask you a question though. Did any other ladies that was there, even the young girls, Did they get a dance from anybody?
No. They was chilling. They was sitting and chilling. A lot of them weren't even dancing. They were sitting, chilling, and looking.
Okay, so about what old? Like how old? Like 30 in his 40s, like 50s, 30s?
It was some young people dancing, but they were not a part of FOE.
I know, but I'm talking about the guy who was dancing with you. About how old was he? In his 30s, 40s?
30.
Girl! Oh, and he was fine? Child. Was he tall? Or was he a short guy?
Tall. I don't do short men.
Oh, he was tall. Like tall, like 6 feet tall?
No, not that tall.
About 5'10"?
Yeah.
Okay, about 5'10". Okay.
5'10",
so
5'11".
y'all dancing. So was you backing your thing up on him?
Huh?
Was you backing your thing up on him?
No, we were dancing like old style. He was dancing with me like a perfect gentleman.
Okay.
Except when he started kissing on my neck. That everybody have such a big problem with.
Okay, wait. Okay, so Miss Touch. So and you only had one drink at this time. So is the drink empty at this point, or did you have the drink in your hand while you was dancing, or no?
I drank a lot of it, and I left it at the counter at the bar, and I told the lady that was sitting beside me, could you watch it? And I knew I wasn't coming back to that drink. I knew I wasn't coming back.
Oh, got you. I can understand that. Okay, so you had gotten back on the dance floor and y'all was dancing. Okay, so at what point did he want to come and give you? Was y'all talking? You know how y'all having a little conversation like, "Hey, where you from, girl? Oh, I'm from such and such." Okay,
Hold on, let me see. I see one of my sisters down here, Dr. Michelle. Dr. Michelle, come on now. He ain't look like no 6'9". What you say? 6 foot? What you say?
But if she's 5 feet, down. You probably do.
Wait a minute. What you say, girl? If he was like 6 foot, girl, you better stop it. That's like a basketball player. That's like what's his name? Jabal, the basketball player, Abdul. Come on now, girl. No, he wasn't that tall. He wasn't that tall. OMG. Chocolate Princess, all of y'all cracking me up. Hell to the no.
Where's Drop Queen? Drop Queen, did they pay for you to stay away? Like, where you at, Drop Queen? Where is Drop Queen? Drop Queen. I'm watching y'all now. Where y'all at?
No. Right. Say it again. Because the screen is going extra fast right now. What did you say? Yeah, what if Queen, if you could pull it quick. Oh, he's saying something to me.
Hold on, let me see. Little touch, but you ignore my comment. Let me go back. Let me see.
It giving me no, that's Amazon. So let me do an interview. Wait a minute. Yeah, I'm still eating. I'm eating my Pop-Tart.
If she ate fast, y'all talk about it. She taking her time eating. That's what a lady should do. I don't see his.
I know. I'm trying to go to wait a minute. Kevin, what do you say? Type it again.
Kevin, I don't see your comment.
Oh Lord, I don't see it.
I don't see it.
Type it again, Kevin.
Please, sir. Cause it's way up there. Okay, so
Dr. Michelle, I was trying to get her to come over to my platform to do the QA. She talked me into doing it over here. So
and I appreciate you. Love you down for it. I appreciate it. Okay, so Miss Touch. So at what point did he kiss you like right here? Or right here? Like where did he kiss you at? Like on your neck, like
on my neck and shoulder. He kissed me on my neck and my shoulder. He like kissed. It did look like he licking me. He kissed me from my neck all the way down to the.
He licking you?
Well, When you look
Now,
at the
wait a minute.
video,
So, Miss
when you
Tubbs,
look
it
at the
sounds like
video,
you're
you
trying
can
to
see
help
it a
your
little.
friends out. I'm gonna tell you, if you keep trying to help people out, you're gonna find yourself in these situations all the
No,
time.
I'm not trying to help nobody out. I saw the video. It did look like he was kissing me from my neck to the tip part of my shoulder. It did look like that.
Oh, so he was feeling you.
Yup.
Okay, did you tell him to stop?
No.
Okay. And so after he kissed you, what happened?
He just kept on dancing.
Okay, so it was not. So did he kiss you again?
Not then.
Okay, so did he ever kiss you after the first kiss again?
Yeah, privately.
Oh, that ain't not business. Okay, we gonna get to that because you're not okay. I'm not that nosy. So okay. So y'all on the dance floor. So at what point did y'all stop dancing? Like, eventually stop dancing.
Well, I saw his tattoo on his arm, and so then I asked him, was he in the Marine? And he said he was, but he got out. And then I began to talk to him about my son. And I just felt like we were talking really heavy. And so I said, let's get off the dance floor and go to the bar talk. And that's when we went to the bar. Mm-hmm.
Oh, so you was having it sounded like a very lovely time.
Yeah, I really was. Mm-hmm.
Ooh, honey. Okay, so when y'all was at the bar, where was Nitra?
I told you I did not see Nitra until she came up to me.
So at what point did she come up to you? Did she come up to you after the dance or before the dance?
And after. It was after.
All right. So y'all talking at the bar. What happened? So y'all vibing, y'all talking.
A guy, we're talking, and a guy walked up.
Another guy
said something. Yeah, another guy, and he said to the guy that I was talking to, he said something to him, and then he said, "Man, you don't sound like," because he was talking about me. He said, "You don't sound like you from Deep South." I could hear it from him.
Who said that? The new guy that walked up, or the guy that you was dancing with?
The new guy that walked up. He was talking to him first. I don't know what he said. Okay. Because it wasn't.
You didn't know what
really
he said,
audible.
You don't know what he said. So go ahead.
Yeah. And the guy that I danced with, then the guy beside me said, because that guy that I danced with has a deep Southern accent, and he said, "You don't sound like him." He said, you sound like you from the North. And I said, yeah, and I said, I'm from Ohio. And he said, I am too. And I said, what part? And he said, Cleveland. I said, oh, that's close to my neck of the woods. And I told him where I was from. And then, next thing, shortly thereafter, Nisha walked up.
Okay, so this is the new guy. So you talking to two guys at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Chop, was the second guy cute?
No, I wasn't talking to him like to talk to him today. Hell to the no.
I'm saying
actually, I found out on Sunday that the guy that I danced with thought that guy was my man. He thought that I was.
Okay, let's back up though. I'm just saying conversation. You had two guys you was talking to at the bar. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Both guys was talking to you. Now, was the other guy cute? That's what I'm trying to get to, girl.
No, he wasn't my type. No.
But okay, he wasn't your type.
I'm not gonna say he was. I'm not gonna say he's unattractive, but he was not cute. He was not my type.
Was he tall?
But I wasn't looking at him like that. I was trying to get to know. I was talking to the other one.
You was trying to get to the guy that you was dancing with, girl.
Yeah.
Okay. So did the guy ever leave, or he stayed there and was talking to y'all together?
After Miss Nitra and the entourage pulled me away from him, I don't know if he stayed or not. Everybody had to go.
Okay, so this is my question to you. When you was at the club, when you was dancing with the guy and at the bar, would you say the music was loud where, let's say if a guy next to you or a couple next to you talking, would you be able to hear that conversation? Like I'm talking about somebody that's sitting next to you, or the music would make it hard for you to hear?
It'll be a very challenging.
Okay. So Ms. Nitra comes up. Now, okay, so I'm gonna say, okay, so hold on. So all right. So you're at the bar facing the bartender, right? You at the bar and the other guy's at the bar. Was the guy sitting on the guy you was dancing with, was he sitting on the left of you or the right of you?
He was on my left.
He was on your left. And where was the guy, the new guy? Where was the new guy sitting?
He wasn't sitting, he was standing.
Where was he standing? Let me ask that again. Ms. Nitra's side, at what side did Nitra appear? The side with on the left side or the right side of you?
I would say diagonally she came.
Like behind you?
Yeah.
So, but at what side, which guy's side did she approach you? Because you said one was on the left and one was on the right.
She was on the side of the right side. She was on the side of the man that walked up. Yeah, the man that walked up. Yeah.
Okay. Now, what happened at that moment?
Well,
when she walked up, what happened?
She was definitely trying to get me away from him.
Okay, how did that, like, give me okay, so you standing there, you looking cute, you got one guy on the left and one guy on the right. You sitting there, music looking cute. So what, I'm trying to understand what that looked like. Did she grab your arm? Like, you know, like grab. Okay, stop right there.
Let's go, little touch. Let's go. Like that.
What, and how did you feel at that very second that you heard her say that? Embarrassed. Okay, but was you confused?
Yeah, I was.
Okay. So
especially when she said that the man, the guy that I danced with.
Like, you really know, like, plotting is a bit much. Okay, so you stood up out your seat and you went with Ms. Nitra. Did you say bye, boo? What did you say to the guy that you was having a great time with?
I didn't have a chance to say nothing to him.
Okay, and so what was their face expressions like? The other guy, the new guy, did you see their face expressions?
He looked like he was confused, and the guy that I danced with looked like he was confused. It was like, it was weird.
So, okay, so y'all walked away. Y'all just walked out the club?
Yeah, all of us of the FOE, all of us